Hello, it's Ben here at Engorge WCML Modelling. I've changed the channel name from Stafford Station Engorge because I've kind of broadened out now. I've done Stafford Junction and Lichfield, and there will be a fourth project here on this fiddly artboard. So the fourth project will probably come into fruition towards the end of the year. I'll make a start on that. This episode focused mainly on upgrading the station. So I've completely ripped out the platforms, redone the platforms, redone the catenary, repurposed the old catenary, and I've also just added detail to the station, repainted it in Avanti colours. Just give you an overview of that. Plus I've replaced all the platform lights. So I'll just go through the build of that. Thanks very much. So starting on Stafford Station, I want to do a few upgrades, and I've made a list. First of which is the platform struts there. I want to actually 3D print struts which kind of go further back as per the current station. Just basically I want to upgrade this really. This is fine for what it was at the time, but I think I can actually improve the appearance of this by putting struts on here. Another thing I want to do is the lighting. This train safe lighting is fine, but I want to actually create some better platform lights. So the idea is to probably 3D print the heads and then use brass rod and then use LEDs so I can sort of make my own lighting. Another thing I want to do is the OHLE. Basically this OHLE starts to fall apart. The end brass stuff is done well, but I want to actually 3D print the legs basically, because they just start to sort of fray a bit and keep coming off, like I've done with the other side. Also replace some of the existing OHLE like this one. This is kind of a strut style that which I've done before, so it kind of gives a bit more of a variety really. And this OHLE over here is actually an A-frame, so I want to replace this one with an A-frame that goes all the way across. So as you can see from the photographs I took at Stafford Station, I'm just doing these struts, quite chunky as you can see, and also they're quite deep. So in Engage the platform height is 11mm, so I've got this as 10mm high, and then they come out about 5mm, and then you've got the paving slabs on top here, and then you've got your core behind it. This piece here will be a piece of facing plasticard on the back. Right, I've done the layers. I've got the top there with the embossed plasticard and the edge paving as well, and then there's also this little strip which is, as you can see from the picture, is just used to stop people slipping over. It's kind of got little bumps on it. So to do this I've had to build up the layers inside there. I've got a 0.5mm piece of plasticard inside, just so that is the same height as this, which is 1mm. I've also done this curve here, not perfect, but I'm quite happy with that. Had to kind of use a template to get the curve on that, and then the curve on, inner curve on that. So I've decided to put the edges on now, do the core later. Reason being that I want to ensure that the registration's right between the paving and the concrete supports here. So I've done both sides, and both sides of the straight one. I use super glue for the resin bits and just normal polystyrene cement for the plastic parts. I'm on the middle section now, which is this big long straight piece here, which actually holds the station itself. Finding that I'm having to measure these extremely precisely, the widths, because there's track on each side, and you haven't got much tolerance because you need a bit of a gap between the train and the platform edge. So for this one I've already gone slightly over by 0.5 mil, and then gauge that makes a bit of a difference. So I've got platforms 5 and 6 done. Just give you a view of those. There's still a bit of filing I need to do to get the curve on that bit there, still a bit straight. Also the clearances here are right. Should be a millimetre between that and that. That's the trouble when you're doing these. You're kind of adding maybe half a mil here, half a mil there, and then you've got no gap there. So I'll probably file that a bit, but I might have to take this track up and widen it slightly. Slowly getting more and more chaos on this table as I go along with this. I'm just doing platform 3 for left ends now, and I'm mapping the new core underneath section here with 1.5 millimetre 60 thou plastic card, and this has been a bit awkward because although I thought this was a straight edge, it isn't. It actually does taper there, there's a slight curve there, so I had to basically map how it matches the edge there, and then we've got a curve on this end as well, and eventually goes into a straight line here. So just trying to get the curve right here. So I've got the island platforms screwed down, and I've glued the 9mm plywood to the undersides of these. So the next thing I want to concentrate on is the platform 1 area. As you can see here, they're quite badly warped, so I need to replace all these and then again cover them with plastic card and do the edging. So I probably will be doing the whole lot. So I'm on now with redoing platform 1, and I've got the board off the layout. As you can see, it's quite badly warped and these are coming off. So what I'm doing is just creating a new base now using 1.5mm card. So as you can see here, the buildings slot into these positions here, and I've cut a new piece out here as well, so we'll be putting that on top of that. So as you can see, I've done the base there, and I need to fascia it with some paving, and then I need to do the front paving here as well, so do that next. So I'll put the facing on, the paving, and I've also done the edging there as per the photo for platform 1, and the edge paving as well. So I've already cut the 9mm board, I've got that downstairs, and I've screwed that onto the layout, so I just need to put this on and glue it on, but I'll do that after I've painted it. Right, just fixing platform 1 down. It's nice to see it nice and flat again, as opposed to the previous one, it was all warped and horrible. This is platform 2, which is the disused platform, and I'm just testing it with a carriage just to check the clearances, which is usually about 1mm. There's still a kind of wall at the back there to put back on, but yeah, that's looking decent. I've also done this side as well. Show you that. So again, I'm just testing the clearances with a carriage. the car park bit is from the existing piece, which I'm going to keep. I'm just going to tidy it up, and then I've removed the old hedge wall here. I'm going to put a new wall in here with some fencing, so I'll spruce that up a bit as well. But yeah, what I do like is that nice straightness there. So it's much improved, and I'm glad I did it. Right, I've got the platforms painted up. I'll just give you an overview. I'll focus on the, just trying to get some of the brick kind of effect there on that one. The biggest issue I had was doing this yellow warning stripe here. It was difficult painting it on a textured surface like that. So I masked it and I sprayed it, but then it bled into the cracks here, so I had to then mask it again and then put the cream back on in this gap here. So quite a lot of respraying that, so that took quite a lot of time. So I'm on with the upgrade of the station catenary now, and to start with I've decided to redo the end platforms, and I've done this A-frame, which as you can see in the picture there, which spans all the platforms. To do this I've used the same Tinkercad basically as I did on the Lichfield one, so this is the Lichfield one. So same structure, held together with 1mm brass profile, which is on 4 sides. You can see that clearer here. See that there, and then just 3D printed elements stuck on super glue, and then I've reinforced some of the legs with some more L profile there. So that's that one, and then there's the other one, which is the strut type one, which again I've copied from one I did at Lichfield as well. So this is what I've done. Basically it's 2mm I-beam, you can see they're just held together with 5mm plasticard, and then I've got 3D printed legs basically. This one actually overhangs like this, so onto that platform there's no leg there. So that's based off the Lichfield one I did as well, which is handy because then I can just reuse the elements I've got in Tinkercad, which is the legs. This one, obviously for the one I've done, it's got a platform leg there, but other than that it's pretty identical in design. Just doing the standard catenary now, as you can see in the picture. It's this piece here that goes over the lines, starts here and ends at the post office platform there, on the post office platform roof. So I've measured it out on the layout, the drawing there, and I've used the drawing as a template. As I've explained before, I cleaned up the catenary, and then I've used brass L profile underneath to kind of strengthen the bottom. So in this case there's 2 pieces there, and then there's an extra piece at the end on this one as well. So I've done 3 of those, and another one I've done is this one here, which is freestanding at the end. Again, the same process really. So again, two pieces stuck together, and then I've got that overhanging piece there. Right, onto these platform lights now, as you can see in the picture I've taken at Stafford station. So what I've done is I've got some of these end gauge lights from, I think called Eve model or Ever model. So I've used these as a foundation. Thing is though, they're too tall and this casing is too big. So what I've done is I've 3D printed some new casings, and this is what I've done. So I managed to remove, get it in focus, I managed to remove the tops. They're quite easy to unclip, or just put a knife through the outer casing, remove this, and then you've got this inner bit where the light LEDs are, and then I've the 3D printed casings there I put on. They're also too tall, these, so what I've done is I've removed this and put a new base there as well, which is about 52mm big, so that's in line with the size here. So yeah, I've tried to copy this style of lamp here at the top here by doing this kind of rounded edge here. So I'm doing some work now on upgrading the Stafford station buildings themselves now, and I thought I'd start on the centre aisle building. So what I've been doing is replacing the window frames with 3D printed window frames. Just trying to get them to fit at the moment. So what they do is replace these ones I made earlier, which was the method of just scoring into the glazing and then using black paint to actually put the glazing in and then rubbing off the excess. So instead of that, I've decided to have a go at 3D printing the frames instead, which I think give it a lot better appearance actually. So I've done that, and I'll continue on the other side as well. So in the distance there, I've got some of the 3D printed frames out to do as well. Right, I've put the new frames in and I've painted them up. I've also painted up the rest of the station in Avanti dark blue there, you can just see on the doors. Plus I've done the roofs as well in the 2016 refurbished condition with that dark grey. Redid the roof then. Just give you a view this side of the windows and the difference in colour there. So it's all got that dark blue on now. Just give you an overall view. Got the gantries up there and the signals in as well. So yeah, I'll leave it there for now. There's more to do. Painted up the lights as well, the grey tops and the blue stems. There's still station furniture to put on and the signs as well. But I've got to draw a line and put a video out, otherwise it'll be another 3 weeks before I get a video out, so that'll be a continuation. I'm also going to put the lights in as well. I've already got some LEDs to put in the main section here and the main station here, and I've also going to put lights in the platform lights as well. Actually put LED lights, there's going to be quite a lot of them coming down. Another thing I've done is get these fog juicers from Rails of Sheffield, and I've just put them on a separate board. There's some over at the far end as well. So I ripped out the Tam Valley ones. They weren't working properly. I think the Tam Valley ones were really set for a smaller layout or different blocked out layouts, as in separate layouts put together. So I've got these individual frog juices now, and they seem to be working okay. So I've rewired all that. And another thing I've done is I've widened the layout as well. So here I've added another 15 centimetres here. The reason for that is that the well is wider now. This was far too narrow before, so I've got a far better operating centre now, so that's good. So yeah, I'll see you on the next one. Hope you enjoy the running sessions. Cheers.